One of the most interesting parts of our project here is going to be this epoxy inlay design that we get to do as part of our cribbage board. So we are going to want to get the vectors, the curves, the lines for our design copied into Rhino. So that is what we're going to do next here. In order to do that, you've got to find an image that you want to use. So I'm going to come out to my browser and I'm going to make my cribbage board for Mr. Parsons. So I'm looking for a University of Oregon logo to put in there. I want to keep this nice and simple. This is the one I think that I want to go with right here. This image right here. So I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to say save image as, and we want either a JPEG or a bitmap image. So I'm going to just save this as Oregon.jpg so that it saves as a JPEG image. Now I'll come back to Rhino and I'm going to use the picture command to bring that into my screen. So I'm going to type in picture in my command line right here. And it's going to ask me to open my bitmap. So at this point I'm going to come find my image right here. Say open, and it's going to ask me to place the first corner of my picture. So I'm going to move over to this part of the screen and I am going to pull this out nice and big. And then I'm going to come over to my layers tab and I want to select this and I'm going to come over to a different layer than the one I'm working on. And I'm going to right click and say change object layer. And then I'm going to click on this lock. So now I can't move this thing around at all. So now I just need to trace this image out. And to do that, anything that's curvy, I'm going to use this tool right here, the second curve option, which is called the interpolate points option. I'm going to left click on that. I'm going to come to my image and I am going to just start placing points on does not have that. So I'm just going to go all the way around and I've got that. If I want to see what I've got, I can come over, turn off this light bulb, and I can see the shape that I have. Again, let's look at this R here. I'm going to select this again here. And I'm going to come down and I'm going to click here, here, and then you can see this is going to want to bend that up as I come around. So I'm going to right click and end that line, and I'm going to start a new line to come around this curve. And I'd come around, and as I get into this sharp corner of the R here, again, I'm going to right click and end. I'm going to grab this tool again, and I'm going to come down, come to my point, click, and end. And I would go around and trace everything until I have the design that I want. So spend some time finding the image that you want to put in the center here. Use the picture command to import it, and again, you should spend no more than 30 minutes today. It might take you longer than 30 minutes to trace it. So put in 30 minutes today and then save that file, and we'll come back to it next week and finish up with our graphic.